to Two Ways Live. Now, concerns are growing as several children are receiving false positives from the rapid lateral flow COVID tests. From the 8th of March, children in England have been returning back to school and are advised to have a rapid test before entering the classroom. However, these false results are delaying the return and causing frustration for many people. Well, reporter Charlotte Corsby-Smith has more and joins me on the line now. Charlotte, why are these rapid COVID tests being done if they're coming back incorrect?
Well, they're using these rapid flow tests so they can detect asymptomatic cases quickly and therefore prevent the virus from getting into the schools. They're helpful because 1 in 3 people don't display any COVID symptoms. The results of the lab COVID test take far too long to come back, so by the time the results are here, you could have contracted the virus. I've been talking to parent Chloe Moore, whose child received a false positive COVID test, and now she's going to tell you about it.
Well, I think that the children have already been out of school for several months before now, and that if these tests keep coming back and giving the positives, then they're going to be out of school for even longer, and it will just keep on happening if something isn't done about it.
So, Charlotte, what is being done when one of these tests comes back positive?
Well, the person testing positive will need to go to a COVID test centre and get their test results after it's gone through the lab, so it is more accurate. People who are in close contact with that person will also need to isolate until their lab results come back as negative. The false positive rate is low, it estimates around 0.1%, but given the large amounts of people offered the test, thousands of pupils could be incorrectly told. Parent Chloe Moore is going to explain more about this.
So at the minute, with all the children going back to school, entire classes are being made to isolate every time one child in that class is made to isolate, which means 30 other children who may or may not have it are still being made to isolate, again, keeping them out of school for even longer.
So, Charlotte, what else can be done? Is there an alternative here?
Well, at the moment, it's unclear what the future will hold and what options we have. More than 3 million rapid COVID-19 tests have been conducted in schools since the 4th of January. However, parents can refuse to let their children get tested, meaning several children are coming into the classroom not knowing if they're positive or negative. There are talks about making children do the lateral flow test at home before they come to school, so therefore whole classes will not need to isolate. But as I said, it isn't reliable to get a lab COVID test, as during this time you're waiting for the results, you could have contracted the virus.
Charlotte, thank you very much. You could say it's a real shame that going back to school has been negative or a negative experience for some, but we have to do what we do to keep everyone safe. Charlotte Corsby-Smith bringing us that report, and you've been watching Two Ways Live.